Hi, y'all. We're here to do a pick a card reading. Choose number 1, number 2, or number 3, and we'll begin. Okay, so the cards that I pulled for the first one, number 1, this is for you. The overall energy for your romantic life is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. There's the card. So, getting to know each other. And I see that in the past, you've worked very hard on your relationships and put in a lot of effort. And in the future, you would really just like to know the truth. And I think that Spirit's trying to advise you to, by getting to know someone, take the time to get to know them and get to know the truth before investing a lot of effort and a lot of work and a lot of commitment. Don't do that right off the bat because the moon energy card is faith. And see how she's laying back and just relaxing? That's what Spirit's wanting you to do is just relax, let it flow, let them reveal themselves to you. And then you get to decide if you like them or not. Don't fully go all in until you know for sure this is something you want to commit to and something that is good for you and healthy for you. So just relax, lay back, be laid back, and let them do the work this time instead of you doing the work. Does that make sense? It might be difficult if you're not in the habit of doing that, but this is something that's the work you can do is not working. Does that make sense? By every time you feel drawn to text them or plan it or figure it out or do anything like that, the work that you need to do is to refrain. And that could be hard work because, we have to, it takes hard work sometimes to break our habits, doesn't it? But so that's the advice Spirit has for you that chose number 1 is don't put in the effort until you know that this is somebody that deserves it from you. Because in the past, you've given too much of yourself. And that's not the way it needs to be going forward. And you can change that by changing your habits. So we're going to go on to number 2. If you chose number 2. Okay, so we have number 2 here in the romantic card that I pulled, the angel card for romance. I love these cards. It says codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Addictions. What kind of addictions? Well, in the past, it looks like you were fully committed. You have the Hierophant here. So in the past, you were in a relationship where you were fully committed. Maybe it was a marriage, an engagement, but something serious, a serious commitment. And there was an addiction either on the other person's part or maybe you felt too addicted to the person. I'm not sure. You would know better what the addiction was, but there was an addictive energy that was affecting your past relationship. And the spirit message for going forward is the material harvest. And then the moon card is nourishment. And see how these go together? Because this is nourishment and this is also nourishment right here. So, and it's also a number 9. So that tells me you're finished with all that. You're finished with being codependent. And you're going to take what you learn from it to nourish yourself. Because I'm sure that, with every great loss, there's always a small gain. And I believe you've gained something, even though you might have lost an engagement, lost a marriage, something like that. But you did gain a lot from it. And so, Spirit, the message for you is that Spirit wants you to take all the things that you learned. Like maybe you were forced to become independent because you couldn't trust your partner. Maybe you were forced to learn to hold back when you're normally a very giving person. All these things are good things, even though you might have learned them the hard way. And also the things that you learn that you don't want to do anymore, of course. So, but Spirit is saying to take all these things and nourish yourself, and you know what you need to do to nourish yourself. I feel like you already know that. And right now is the time to go ahead and put that into play because in the future, this is going to help you build the kind of relationship that you really want to have. So that's the message for number 2, and then we'll go on to number 3. Okay, so we're here for the pick a card reading, and those of you that chose number 3, the angel romance card that I pulled is chemistry. And it says there's a strong magnetic connection here. So in the past, I feel like you had, see, this is the 5 of Cups, but there's these 2 cups here. I feel Spirit's telling me that you thought you had the perfect relationship at some point in your past. You thought it was your soulmate, your twin flame, your life partner, someone that you thought was going to be your, what's that, ride or die? But it didn't work out. And you got a little bit disillusioned because of it. And you're feeling kind of bored and discontent with your romantic life right now. And then the mood card that I pull is extremes. So Spirit is the message that I'm getting is that this is a time for you to learn temperance or not going to extremes in your relationships. Not so when the strong attraction that you're feeling right now, it could be valid and it could not be, but what Spirit wants you to get from this is to the message of not letting yourself go to the extreme, but to dial it back a little and allow it to unfold in front of you so that you can see clearly what it really is, if it is healthy or not, and then go forward from there. Don't jump to the extremes right away. Don't jump to conclusions right away. Don't make assumptions